Hello, my wonderful Aquarians. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing amazing. In today's video, I will be tapping into the energies of your love life. So it's going to be your general love reading for the week here. So pretty much whatever comes out for you guys. Okay, let's see. Okay, guys, so the card that we have here is karmic relationship, resentments and triggers, perception, intensity, and letting go, turmoil, and fleeting. I mean, you definitely could feel that a connection that you're involved in, or someone that you feel connected to. There's some sort of karmic aspect when it comes to it. Okay. Now, furthermore, I think that you are looking at the situation and you're asking yourself, is it easier to walk away, or do I want to work on this? There could be something that feels very, or something that triggers you about this connection. This may be someone that you feel very deeply connected to, but I'm getting an image of the Seven of Pentacles in tarot. So I wonder if you're analyzing the situation and you're like, is this worth my investment? Is this something that I should continue to work on, or is it something that I should detach from? Like, that may be something that's crossing your mind this week. This could also be a situation where you feel very let down by someone ghosting you or walking away from a situation once it became difficult, instead of actually trying to find a solution or deal with it. Nine of Cups on the bottom of the deck. I didn't shuffle yet, but you may be questioning someone's character or their intentions. You may feel like someone was involved with selfish intent, or you feel that your emotions or your perspective is not being considered. You could feel very misunderstood this week. Okay. Three of Wands on the bottom of the deck. And we have the Seven of Swords. I mean, it seems to me you're keeping your distance from someone that you don't trust. Or there's a situation that you feel like has instilled a lot of trust issues within you. Like, maybe you feel this was a very intense connection, but there was also a sense of betrayal where it's literally changed your outlook on, love and relationships in general. But Three of Wands and the Seven of Swords is you keeping your distance from something that you don't trust. You could view this individual as someone who is a bit calculated. Okay. So I'm going to start off by seeing how you are being viewed this week. Queen of Wands. Someone still feels very drawn to you. They're also viewing you in a very bold and confident energy here. You may have fire placements in your chart, or it's just the energy that you're embodying. Like, you seem very sure of yourself or sure of a decision that you've made, and that's how this person is viewing you. I do see a lot of attraction here, but this is someone who's not trying to operate from a space of just their emotions or their attraction or the passion that they feel towards you. It's almost as if they feel like they can't let anything cloud their thoughts or judgment, and they have to operate from more of like a logical or practical perspective here. But I will say this person is highly attracted to you. There could be some sort of physical changes that you made that, they admire or they're fond of as well. Six of Wands, followed by the Hanged Man in the challenge position. Some of you could be in the public eye, or something is taking off for you where it's, it's being publicly celebrated, or, you have a lot of eyes on you, because I do see that this person's viewing you as receiving a lot of attention, or feeling like, whether it's, you're in the public eye or there are a lot of people that are focused on you in the current moment. And with the Hanged Man, there's definitely like a stagnant energy here. It almost seems to me that this person feels like their attention or them reaching out is something that is no longer going to interest you because of what you have going on or because of something that's taking off for you. I'm not saying that that's the truth. I mean, some of you may want to hear from this person, but that's what's going on in their feelings, or at least that's what they're feeling challenged by this week. I think this is someone who does want to speak to you, but it's either they're uncertain if they're able to get through to you, or they're thinking about reaching out to you more than okay, what am I going to do to actually reach out? The Hanged Man could be when you're like stuck in your thoughts, right? And it does talk about a pretty, stagnant energy here. I'm also strongly getting, Aquarius, that for some of you, because the Hanged Man can touch on like having a shift in perspective, and we have the Six of Wands, this person could be having a shift in perspective about you because of how others speak of you very highly. Like whether it's you guys have mutual friends, maybe you have a social media platform or a public platform and you run a business. Like they see how others view you and how others speak of you. And so it is causing a shift in perspective for them. There's something about viewing you in a very powerful energy with the Six of Wands and the Queen of Wands is what I'm strongly picking up on. How are you viewing them? Six of Cups. I think you're missing this person this week. I think when you think about the connection that you share with them, you do feel nostalgic. But it's interesting because I'm sensing that there's a part of you that feels you're some sort of uncertainty when it comes to returning to this person or rekindling something here. Like you're not completely sure. You're not completely certain that you want to reconcile or something makes sense to you. I think there's a bit of a doubtful energy here or something that you don't trust. So we have the Page of Swords in your feelings. So you are curious about this person, but you're trying to figure them out, or you could be keeping tabs on them, but you're not necessarily communicating with them. Also a pretty strategic energy where like you could be trying to get to the bottom of something, but the reason why you're not directly asking this person is because you feel like they're going to be dishonest with you. So there's like you're trying to figure out a truth in another way without having to directly ask them. The Six of Pentacles. You could have felt some sort of neglect in this connection. You could have felt that this person's focus or attention was elsewhere. But it's like you're looking at the situation as I put my best foot forward. I was invested in this situation, but in return, I do feel like I was breadcrumbed. And there's something you're trying to get to the bottom of this week. Like, for example, if you have a gut feeling that you have a gut feeling as to why this person was neglecting the situation with you, you're wanting some sort of solid evidence, but it's like you're trying to figure it out on your own. It's almost like you want to prove to yourself that you were right all along. Or you want to prove to yourself that what you have been having like a gut feeling about is right. Kind of like, I know I'm not crazy. I know what I'm thinking is true, or I've been feeling this way for quite some time, but I just want some sort of solid proof or evidence. We have the Emperor in your feelings and the Page of Wands. There's definitely something that's taking off for you here. It could be in terms of like a business or your career. Maybe you're getting some sort of a promotion, but it's very exciting. But a part of you is there's a very stern energy of, yes, I have a reason to be excited, but this is also something that's on my mind. Some of you may feel like you kind of just let things happen in this connection, and there's a sense of wanting control or wanting control or to take control in this connection in the now. Like if you feel like you just kind of let things happen or you let something go, and you were very nonchalant about it, it's like you want to deal with that very thing now. Or it's resurfacing and you're understanding that it's impacting you. And you're like, maybe I shouldn't have, handled that so lightly. Maybe I should have done something more. I also feel like with the Emperor, it's also very stern energy where you're not really wanting to open up to this person in particular. I mean, you could be frustrated with them, but it's also an energy of, I don't feel comfortable enough to be vulnerable with you. This person could be having a very hard time reading you this week. Queen of Swords clarifying the Six of Wands. And the Five of Cups clarifying the Hanged. This is someone who feels like you actually do not want to hear from them. Like that's what those are their takeaways when they observe your energy this week. With the Queen of Swords, they feel like you're upset or you're really fed up with the situation. They're definitely viewing you in more of like a detached energy. Aquarius doesn't care or Aquarius doesn't feel the same way. And then we have the Five of Cups clarifying the Hanged Man, which is regret, disappointment. I think they're still reminded of this regret or disappointment because the emotions are still there, right? In the Five of Cups, the Two of Cups are still standing behind him. And as much as I feel like they're being reminded of the past, like there's something that you've communicated or just the energy that you're exuding here where it's like this person feels like there's no way that you want to hear from them. So you've made something very clear. Again, even if it's not something that you communicated, it's your energy. They also feel like something's become very clear to you, maybe even something that you were confused about in the past. Ten of Pentacles in their feelings, okay, and the Star card. The Eight of Pentacles and the Chariot. So you have someone here who wants to work on a connection with you, but a part of them feels like it's too late. For others of you with the Ten of Pentacles and the Star card, they actually feel like you guys have, history together. You could have been in a higher level of commitment with this person. And it's an energy of, I want to heal that. Eight of Pentacles and the Chariot, I want to work on this so we can move forward, from this point on. Some of you could be dealing with a Cancer. Four of Wands, they want reconciliation, but there's uncertainty on your end. Like you're not sure if this is something you want to invest in again. What's the Four of Wands? The Five of Swords. For some of you, the issue here at hand was juggling between two commitments or not being able to fully commit to one thing. Five of Swords, Four of Wands, and the Ten of Pentacles could be a situation that this person feels entitled to, but also wanting to commit to you, but you can't have both things. And that could be something that's very mentally conflicting for them with the Five of Swords. Like it almost seems to me that they feel they want to heal something in their personal life, but they also want to heal something with you. And I do sense that this is someone who wants to commit to you or work on this commitment, but Five of Swords is when you're mentally conflicted or there's a bit of a, like they're feeling torn. What exactly is the Five of Swords? The Five of Wands. Yep, so exactly what I said. There's definitely more than just you and this person involved here. It doesn't necessarily have to be another commitment that they're in, but it could be someone in their social circle. It could be their family, disagreeing with their choices. But Five of Wands is a little bit of a chaotic energy. There's someone in their external environment or something in their external environment that is causing a lot of conflict or drama in their life this week. So either they're going back and forth with a friend or family member that they're disagreeing with, or it's another connection at hand. Okay. So we have the Magician followed by the Knight of Pentacles in the potential outcome. Okay, what's the Magician? The Lovers, the Knight of Pentacles, Four of Swords. I mean, I feel like the stagnant energy is something that's going to progress. I don't see, I feel like they're trying to manifest something with you, but I see a very stagnant energy because of what's going on in their environment. They feel like this situation is very chaotic or there's some sort of drama that they're dealing with and they're trying to keep it under wraps. There's definitely an energy in this person's, environment that is really stressing them out. Some of you could be dealing with a Gemini with the Lovers, but the Magician and the Lovers is, they can't deny how they feel towards you, but this is a a huge decision that has to be made in order for either of these connections to work out. Because the lovers is an intense connection or a feeling that you feel towards someone, but it boils down to making a life-altering decision. And because it's upright, I think that's something that they're still thinking about. That's something that they're still trying to work through. The Knight of Wands. Some of you, might not want to hear this, but I never want to lead you in the wrong way as a reader. But this is someone who wants to maintain something with you, but they haven't made a firm decision, right? So like, you're going to know your situation better than I will. But what's clear to me is there's two situations at hand that they feel entitled to. And yes, they want to connect with you because they feel very drawn to you. But Knight of Wands is an inconsistent energy. And because it's coming alongside with the Lovers as well as the Magician, there could be it could be read as some form of emotional manipulation or like wanting to have their cake and eat it too. I want to reconnect with Aquarius. I want a connection with Aquarius, but there's something else in their life that is causing them drama that they haven't fully detached from. Even if it's not a connection that they emotionally feel attached to, they're somehow involved in that connection, or they somehow feel a commitment to that situation. And it's something that is causing them to feel powerless with that Five of Wands as well. Okay, so let's see if there's anything they want to communicate to you. You may be dealing with someone who's emotionally unavailable, or they know that they're unable to follow through on something that they want with you, but they also don't want to admit it. They could be in a state of denial. Okay. I left you before you could leave me. So this could have also been a case of self-sabotage. I feel you even though we are apart. I'm also strongly getting for you, Aquarius, that this could be someone who knows, or who felt like they were aware of what they were doing and they were like, this is wrong. And they felt like it was going to end or you were going to find out. So they ended things anyways. Anything else they want to communicate? I feel you even though we are apart. Okay. The timing just wasn't right for us. Okay. I can't do this. This is them feeling very overwhelmed with that Five of Wands and the Five of Swords energy. And I did say with the karmic relationship there, like there could, or with that card, there could be an energy of maybe running from things when they become difficult instead of dealing with them head on. Because I sense someone who feels very deeply towards you, but they're unable to make a practical decision. You know what I mean? It doesn't change how they feel towards you, but it does change the dynamic or the reality. Okay? So that's what I'm getting for you guys. I really do hope you were able to find a message that resonated with you here today. And thank you so much for your time.